What's up, guys? This is WoT the Fell-Handed, and this is the Chinese Tier 8 Type 59.
Not the worst lobby yet.
We are on Muravanka Encounter Battle. Now, guys, you have one of two ways you can run this board.
Oh crap!
You can go to the left flank, which will be the magical forest, or you can go to the right, which will be the cap. The right is always a very large area of contention. I normally always go left, but in this case, I wanted to go right. Wanted to go ahead and get stuck in early. Now, the reason I'm posting this video, guys, is I don't just want you to see another Type 59 game. The reason I'm posting this is to kind of show you what steps you have to take and what you need to do to keep a cool head under fire. Because at one given point, I'm rushed. They just keep coming over the walls, and you just have to narrow your focus to a pinpoint, focus on these targets, and take them out. As you can see, no one else is up in this position but myself. Regarding this position, it's a very strong position because you can kind of use the edges of these little hills here to go hold down. I'm on the cap. The enemies have to come to me. I'm requesting help from my team. I think we all know how well that works. Okay, there's a heavy 400 meters behind me with a TD and a medium. So, you know, what are you going to do? So right here, you know, I'm taking shots off the gate here, and I'm being successful. I just want to make sure that I'm hulled down enough to where it's not going to be an easy pin for me. I took a round there. The TD fired at me and ended up derping the round. I have someone else in here with me. I go ahead and take out the outrunner there who looked like he was about to come over the hill and go for a flank, thinking he could get me distracted while the mediums and the heavies come over and finish me off. I've seen it happen hundreds of times. Trust me, that's what happens. So myself and this other tank are the only ones in the trench here. And, you know, normally I would say, okay, we may be in trouble. But in this case, you know, for some reason, I think we might be okay. Just the way the things are kind of playing out. Because if you look at the other flank, the left flank, our team, such as it is making some headway, actually, believe it or not. You know, you wouldn't normally think that. So, I take a round. I am not crazy about that. Once that happens, I say, you know, let's go back to my trench. Let me run this trench. Let me maintain it. Let me keep this area locked down. I'm still calling for help. I'm hoping the team on the opposite flank will just do a V-line right through the middle, right down the E-line, but they do not. It's just little old me and this other guy up here. Now, I am trying to go for the road wheel, but at the same time, I'm trying to keep a cool head, but I realize my situation is very, very dire. I have multiple targets, and they are encroaching in my area, and they're not really stopping a whole lot except to shoot at me. I'm trying to go for the tracks here, at least keep them immobilized so the other guy can get a shot in. Now, guys, if you're the only one over there, there's not a whole lot of use in tracking someone unless you're trying to escape, because if you track someone, they're going to be sitting there for nobody to shoot but you, unless of course you have an autoload or a high DPM gun. Let's be very honest. So I'm staying hull down. I'm running APCR. I run APCR a lot in this tank. I probably don't have to. I do it just to make sure I get that penetration in. We go ahead and take that gentleman out, and two tanks holding off this entire area. Now, of course, if the ones on the top there right above me wanted to, they could just pull over, because there's not a lot that could stop them. Sure, we have guys behind us, but, you know, the few seconds they would be vulnerable when they crest the hill and drop down over wouldn't really have much effect on them, I don't think. So I fired around there. I think it went to the ground. I'm not sure where it went. And, you know, we just have people just lining up to tee off on us. and I'm not crazy about it. I auto-locked the Type 59, learned my lesson there. I said, let's not do that again. So I started scoping the rounds. And that's what you got to do, guys. For the most part, you know, you need to always be using the scope. If you've got an easy shot, easy right shoulder shot, you know, sure, take it. It's a very target-rich environment here. I have Artie, I have a TD, I have the Type 59. We go ahead and put one in the 59, get him off the board. I've got 2 TDs behind the house here, and at this point, we have won this engagement. It is just nothing more than mop-up duty. I'm just trying to get a few more pins before the game goes out. And of course, I am shooting APCR at the most lightly armored target on the board, but I fail to realize that, so I just keep running them. So this guys gives you a good idea that if you keep a cool head and you prioritize targets, then you know will be successful after that, because knowing when to hold each side, knowing when to get out, you know, where the Type 59 came up and shot me, knowing to get out of that location, go back to my hill, you have to pick up on these things. And as you get better, you'll pick up on these things more and more, when to move, when to turtle up, so on and so forth. So, you know, we had a decent game. We did okay, 33-84 with 14-17 assisted. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you guys next time.